Alright guys, well here we are at the workbench, and as you can see I've cleaned a whole bunch of stuff off of here, and it's time to tear into my little Strat copy here now. Yeah, it's just time to get on with the repairs here that I described in the last video. A few little issues we need to take care of, and I've got the tools as you can see here. I got this, I got the wrench, just in case I need to adjust the truss rod after we're done with this. Might have to. And the bridge tool, because we know we're going to have to do some intonation work on it. And I also have, probably haven't seen this yet, but this is a very long screwdriver here. And this is for adjusting the screws on the intonation here to move the saddles back and forth. That way you're not kind of getting up against it with the handle of another screwdriver. But this one I'm going to leave off to the side because it's rather dangerous looking. So we'll leave that over here on the back side for now. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is we're going to take the strings off of here. I'm going to reuse these strings until I get another set. But and you'll notice I'm loosening a couple strings on one side and then a couple strings on the high side. And basically I'm trying to avoid stressing out the neck too much, even though it's probably been plenty stressed out in shipping by the damage that was done to it. But not a big or major deal. Just one of those things that I like to do. But I'm going to actually take the strings completely off of here because I'm going to be taking the bridge off. I've got some new screws for the saddles, and you'll see why I got those when I pull those other ones out. And while I'm at it, I might just pull the pick guard off and take a look at the electronics, maybe replace that switch. Just get that done and out of the way, and that way I've got the this one here for a spare. And yes, de-stringing it's going to take a few minutes with the proper socket in hand, and I probably shouldn't have to use a whole lot of turning on force on these, and it looks like that is the correct size. In fact, I'm probably not even going to need to have it on the ratchet, so let's just leave that off, and I'll back these nuts out just like that. Out. Okay, now we're going to turn the guitar over, and I'm going to take this out of the way, flip it over onto its face, make sure I don't catch the strings on anything here. Let's get this remote out of the way. Find a screwdriver. It's going to be a number 1 Phillips on these, real fine pointed, and there it is right there. Make sure we're turning in the correct direction with the screwdriver, and we'll just back these screws right out of here, just like that. It's like that, Jamie, if you're watching these. Dat. A naked headstock. Oh no, not that. Not a naked headstock. Yep, it's a bare naked headstock. All right. So like I said, right, throw these away. Now to show you a little bit of difference on these. You notice on these there's no stamping in there. No stamping the name tag there. The gin hose do have their name stamped on them. Right there. Look, you can tell. So that's how you know the difference. That and the weight of these. This is a considerably heavier tuner than this. You can tell this one's got plastic in it. Just by the feel of it, you can tell there's plastic. And this one here, good solid metal feel. Really, it feels tight. It feels good. This one, not so much. But like I said, they're not junk. They're usable spares. So we'll keep them around for that purpose. So I'm going to put the new pickups. We're not changing pickups today. We're putting new tuners in place, and I'm going to eye this up to make sure that it does actually bolt up, and it bolts up exactly We hit it lucky on this one, guys. We hit it lucky on this. So I shouldn't have put those into that cover because now they're falling into that little notch down there. But that's okay. I wonder, is this a magnetic tip? Probably not. No, it is not. This is going to be fun. You know how I'm going to do this? I'm going to do it like this. Put it in there like that. Stick that in there. Get that lined up with the holes like that. And in we go. Not going to tighten it up real tight just yet. Just going to get it located in there. It's a placeholder. Yeah, you came out of there. Why can't you go back in? There it is. Now we found the right place to put it. Okay, just gonna snug it for now. That's fine. Final one is in place. All right. I'm going to flip the guitar over, and I'm not going to put the neck into the stand right now. I'm just going to work on it this way. Put on our bushings. So that's plenty tight enough. Flip the guitar back over. Now we can finish tightening the screws on the back side. Everything is in line where it belongs, and we'll just torque these into place like that. 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 That, and finally the last one like that. There we go. The new tuners are now installed. The only thing I reused was the screws from the old hardware, and they work fine. The screws aren't going to make any difference in this. Alright, so there they are. The gin hose are now installed on the Strat copied headstock. Alright, well, the new tuning machine's in place. I think I'm going to do that neck adjustment I was talking about before. We're going to take the neck, and like I said, I need to clean up that one corner on that piece anyway, so it's time to get this out of the way, and we're going to need a number 2 Phillips bit for those. And this one right here, this should be it. Always want to make sure it's going to fit, even though you know it will. And you take these screws. Shouldn't be overly tight, but you want to have them somewhat tight. They're screwing into wood, so I probably should have ordered some newer ones of these, because these are most likely made out of aluminium, and probably should have got some actual new genuine Fender ones, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Maybe maybe down the road a ways we can get the actual real Fender ones in here. If I need to. I may not need to. These actually seem to be, these are not aluminum, these are steel. So these are going to be just fine. I am impressed. Again, remember, we're working on a $50, $60 guitar here, so I mean, really, the workmanship in this thing, the quality is not bad. I mean, this is, and get some pieces of sawdust underneath the thing here. So in case you ever wondered, taking off a neck, that's what there is to it. Oh my. Okay, I can see where they cut another corner there. They didn't clean this up before they put it together, so that's going to need a little bit of work. Looks like the tool that they were using when they sanded this off was a little bit on the dull side, but yeah, it's going to need a little bit of cleanup work, but this ain't bad. I mean, it's yeah, the holes were yeah, it's going to need a little bit of reaming work, a little bit of routing work, but nothing a little bit of piece of sandpaper can't fix and clean up. Let's see what the pocket actually looks like in here. Yeah, it is what it is. It's not bad. It's not real superly good. This is really chewed up right through here. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's kind of a mess. It's poorly routed, to put it that way. It's poorly routed in here, but it's workable. This is I've worked on a lot worse than this. I can tell you that much right now, and for a lot more money too. I just wish that they hadn't hacked up the pick guard like they did. So I don't know. And those new pick guards I have, maybe. Now I can fix this. This is not a deal breaker at all. So the problem with this was the plastic piece right here. If you look over here, camera one, you can see a little burr hanging off of the end of it. That has to go. So I'll pause the camera and see what else, what other tools I'm going to need out there.